underestimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
At the 44-yard
well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 44, Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Number 10,
Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Raiders nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Frank Clark there on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 24, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
3-yard pickup. Brings
Mariota.
7.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Mariota now on 2nd down. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be brought down with a 1st first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Bringing up third.
On 3rd down, Mariota.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Anthony Hitchens brought him down. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the end around, here comes Williams. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
For the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Marr able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The Chiefs ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jordan with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Chiefs 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
To number 10.
Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Raiders 17, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now here's a carry heading left. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. This is Logan. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd and 2.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Completes it to Hardman. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat him.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
7.
From the gun, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Throwing, Mariota, escaping the pressure right. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Whistle against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
To the air again, Mariota. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Mariota now. And he's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way out to the 46. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Kansas City.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw is Mariota. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Raider first down, 17 yards. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Reception here by Rhodes. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 22. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 41-yard line.
And man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. 12 yards there and a first down.
8-yard line.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. On third down, Logan. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Throwing is Mariota. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. That's complete right around the 8. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
You know they pay me that.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going deep here for what? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Mahomes now on first down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the Raiders' 20-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Complete.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack by Jordan Willis. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Here's Mariota. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Las Vegas.
Now a handoff looking right. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended receiver there was Donald Parham,
but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders are pouring it on. His kick is right through.
The score, Raiders 52, Chiefs 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Chiefs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 45 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the
point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets
It's into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Number 1, the ball game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Las Vegas.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Hitchens brought him
The
down.
linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Brings up second.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And he hits him in stride. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, can't you land trying to keep the people stable the way I feel. I might it all up the way you feel. You might do it for the buck. All day, born to be a rebel after water down the double. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis flash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and coast. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could talk to. We're talking about your to protecting the sons and daughters from political slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. When they tossing the culture, hit you with them MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion.